Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday. So, just waiting for me to find on the iPad. Look at that, it's come up straight away tonight. Hi Glenda. Right, we'll just wait a couple of minutes. Hi Megan. Hi Lisa. Now everyone's coming on. Hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. So, oh. Hi Angie. All right, so we'll get started. I've got something on my glasses. So on the weekend we had a Stampin' Up event. On the Saturday, one of the leaders in Brisbane organised for everyone to have a bit of a watch party to watch the backstage recorded content for those of us that couldn't go to New Orleans for the Leaders Forum. But unfortunately, I had another event already planned before that was organised, so I couldn't go to that. I did a Alice in Wonderland Cluedo event in Toowoomba with my sister and my mother-in-law and my son and things. So that was heaps of fun. Going around the streets of Toowoomba and stuff. So I did that. And then on Sunday, there was a Stampin' Up event that was put on for all the demos in Brisbane. So I went to that and had a good time, which was lovely. So as part of that, we had to make ourselves name tags. So I made myself, hi Robin, I made myself this name tag. So I thought I'd show you my name tag. So I've used the Alphabest stamp and punch to make my name. I've used the Butterfly Brilliance dies to cut out the butterflies, which I then spritzed with re-inker and, hi Kerry, and alcohol ink. So, well, I spritzed it with the re-inker and then isopropyl to make it an alcohol ink. And I did them in Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay and Polished Pink and spritzed them. And I did the background, spritzed the background as well on the shimmer white cardstock. And I did Gorgeous Grape and Bermuda Bay. Hi Sue. And then I stamped just in black. This stamp is from, I think, Ranunculus Romance is from there. And then the splotches are from Quiet Meadow. And then I got the shimmery white embossing paste and used one of the masks and put a bit of that on and finished it off with some rhinestones. And heat embossed the name in white ink, white embossing powder. So that was my my name tag that I made. So I was pretty happy. I didn't win the prize for the like the most voted name tag, but I liked it. So hi Kim, thank you Kim. I liked it. So I'm going to keep that and put that probably in my shadow box to remember the event by. So I'm going to pop that away. So this week's Lucky Draw prize winner is Kerry. So to get in the draw for next week's, you just need to like, comment and share on my video. And you go in the running for next week's drop. Now, I'm so far behind in all of these. I've got so many to send out and stuff. Oh, thanks, Leanne. So I will get to them, ladies. I usually sit there and post a whole heap out. But I was not home this weekend at all, so it didn't get done. So I thought tonight I will show you how I make these cards here. So I made these a few weeks ago and I really like them. I've got sticky stuff everywhere. So I thought I would show you how I make these really pretty cards because they look like a lot of work, but they're actually really not. They're really quite simple and easy. So pop them away. I have not even prepped anything. It is very blingy, Megan. I love them. So we're going to get our trimmer. And then I've already got some card bases. So I've prepped my card bases only because I went through some really, really old card kits that I had extra cards of and I pulled all them apart over the weekend. So I have this pile of card bases already done and ready to go. So that was a worthwhile exercise. Took a little while, but it's done now. So we're going to get a black piece of black cardstock. Now when I usually cut cardstock or making samples or anything, I always cut, hi Chrissy, in numbers of 4 because it leaves less wastage and less scraps of your cardstock. So we're cutting 4 black layers. Now you could try and change the colors of the card bases. I just find that the sequins really pop with the black, and the sequins aren't really, they don't really have specific Stampin' Up colors. So they're a little bit different. Like you could probably get Granny Apple Green in there, but I also think there's a bit of Pear Pizzazz in there as well. This is like Polished Pink and Blushing Bride and stuff. So there's lots of different colors in them. And then this is like Balmy Blue and like Seaside Spray, which is a retired color now. And things. So there's lots of different colors. So I left it with the black on there. And then we need a piece of white as our layering piece. This time I think I'm going to make the border. So on these cards, I made the border just 1/8 of an inch. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'll make it 1/4 of an inch, just so you can see a bit more of the black behind there. Hi, Marnie. And obviously it's easier. Hi, Renee. Black and white makes the sequins pop. Yeah, I really like it, Angie. Obviously it's easier to cut the cardstock before you have any sequins on there or anything, because otherwise you get sequins stuck in your track and everything else. So that is pretty much it. Now You could stamp your sentiments first, but I kind of wait until, hi Carol, wait until your sequins and everything have dried, and then, oh, I'll show that in a minute, Megan, then stamp afterwards, because then you can work out which way you want your sequins to kind of go and where you've got the most room. So we'll do that in a second. The gnome card here, I didn't do any swaps for Saturday because I didn't have, Sunday, because I didn't have any time and things, but this is a card, yes, Chrissy, it is from Debbie Yeomans, and she's in the ACT, so she came up to the event for the leaders on Saturday and stayed for the morning session for on Sunday with the demos, and I was standing in front of her and she said, I've just got one swap left and you're here so you can have it. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I said, I don't have any. And she goes, that's fine. So, yes, and I don't have this set. So it was lovely to now have a sample in that set and things. So that's that. And I think it looks a bit like a fancy fold card. If I bring it out. Oh, it does, look. That opens up and then, oh, that's nice. There's some blending behind that mushroom. So that's really pretty. Yeah, it was so nice, Kim. We should do a class with this set. That would mean I have to buy this set, Megan. I haven't got it yet. I got a cute gift bag from her too. I have that set. Oh. So, yeah, there's a lot of work in here. There's a lot of die cutting and stuff. So I don't know how many swaps she did, but that's a lot of work. So that's like the Chrissy's card. She did one mystery stamping event. Oh, nice. Hi, Sandy. Look, Sandy, I know this is on your wish list. This gnome set, I haven't checked this morning actually, but it is currently on back order at the moment, the stamp and dies for this. Yeah, Angie, it is. I've got a customer that had wanted it last week, and it's been on back order for a week, so hopefully it'll be coming in soon. But back to my cards that we're making. So what we need is just your 4 layering pieces. And then we need some Tombow, like we do one at a time, because when you buy the sequins, so these are for everything fancy sequins, you get all 3 in the one order, and they're really big containers. Now I've used quite a few already. Hi, Julie. But yeah, so you get all 3, but you don't really want to be mixing the colours. So you want to make one card at a time. So what I'm going to do, I've got a scratch piece of paper here that I'm just going to have underneath me. Yes, these are nice, Sandy. I know, Megan, I am using Tombow. This does work with, it works better with wet glue, and it's also finer. So what you need to do is you can do, oh, you have these already, Julie. That's great. Then you can make these cards. Have you done a multicolor? I haven't, Marnie. I've not done that yet. I might do that tonight if we get a chance. We'll see. So you kind of just do a line across the middle, and then I kind of just did like zigzags on that. And you don't want too much glue, because then this will take 3 days to dry and things like that. So then you just get so make sure you've got a piece of scratch paper underneath you. I have a lot of things thanks to someone. Open your lid. Sometimes that one was a bit hard to open actually. So you can sprinkle these on, or you can pour these. What I might do actually is have my embossing tray. That might make it a little bit easier rather than the scratch piece of paper. So let's do that. Just so they don't. I could use last year's one. Yeah, use your stash, Kim. So I just kind of pour these over. And you've got your tray now catching them. Okay. And then you kind of just push them. Make sure you push them down. So you've got good coverage. You don't want your fingers touching glue, right? So you don't want to be really sparse with the sequins, because if you're going to make a few, then you're going to have sticky fingers, and that's going to be painful for the next card that we make. So you want good coverage so that when you're pushing down, your fingers aren't going in glue. Buy more like you. Well, if you use your stash, then you can buy more and you just make more cards. I think these are really pretty. These are really, really pretty. So then once that's done, where's my take my pick tool? I'm just getting that to lift up. Now, give this a good shake. Well, probably not too much of a hit like that because I've spilt sequins over the tray here. But you want to give it a good knock and knock all the loose ones off, okay? So, and then I want to make sure everything's adhered like that. Put that to the side. Open your little tray. How pretty is that in there? Let me get my brush out. As well. Does look like a Christmas tree. You could, if you were talented enough, you could draw a Christmas tree, or you could die cut a Christmas tree and then just put glue over it and then cover it in this anyway. This is in the catalogue at the moment, Sandy. So you get this with this and this and this. So you get your embossing buddy, your paintbrush, and these reverse tweezers so that you can hold your craft stuff. So they're closed when no one's touching them, and then when you push on them, they open. So these are to hold, and then you can hold further back here so you don't burn your fingers when you're embossing and stuff. If you're embossing like a little sentiment or something like that, or melt your nails or what. So these are made, and these are metal. So I can't remember what this is called. I've just got the site up here. It's in the holiday catalogue. Embossing. Tray. Here, Embossing Additions Toolkit. It's $47. Yes, so this, it all comes together like this, and then this tray is really good, and it's got a screw lid on it. So it's in the holiday catalogue. I think it's like page 58 in the holiday catalogue, ladies. I don't have a holiday catalogue with me, but it's in the holiday catalogue. It is part of, like you might have missed it because it's like in the fall stamp sets and stuff, which I know we don't do a lot of fall stuff in Australia. So sometimes people skip over those pages because you're not interested in fall, which is fine, but then you miss some goodies like this. Page 83. Oh, sorry, ladies, I got it wrong. I thought it was 58. But that's okay. So I've done this one, and like each card will turn out different, right? Oh, page 49. Man, everyone's got different pages. What are we to? Ah, page 83 would be for the sequins. Sorry. So depending on how much glue you put in, is, so the Sequins, Sandy, are on page 83 of the annual catalogue. The embossing tray and everything comes with all of this is $47, and it's on page 49 of the holiday catalogue. So, depending on how much glue you put on is how much your card will look. So this one, I obviously put a lot more glue than this one, and so I've got a lot more sequins. So you can change it up however you want. So this time I'm going to do the same style, but you can see that I've put a lot more the glue bits are a lot closer together, so there's a lot more glue on this one. And so we'll do this one with the pink ones. All right, so then, hi Marie. So we're using the pink sequins. And then again, just get your fingers and push. Make sure you've got good coverage so you're not sticking your fingers in glue. I like this. I never got the first one. I don't think I was a demo when I think I joined after it went. So I was never able to purchase it the first time they had this round, but it's back again this time. So now, getting the sequins off my fingers. They're just sticking from static, not because of glue. Did that come out? All right, and then take my pick to lift up my paper, tip that over, and then just give this a good tap because we want to get all the excess off. You want to get it off all in this tray. You don't want to be losing it all over your craft room floor, or when the person gets the card, all these sequins fall off everywhere. Okay? So we'll pop that one to the side. And then we take our little cap off. Whoops. And then we funnel this in to here. All right. Got two stuck to my brush. Put the lid on that so we don't lose that. And then put the lid on the tray before we start sticking more sequins in there. Bless me, sorry. And then we'll do the blue one. So again, you can do whatever pattern you want with the glue. I just liked this because it kind of centered in the middle of the card and I just liked the way it looked. Then we're going to stick this in the tray. The tiny seed beads. Oh, thanks, Megan. They would have gone everywhere, Angie. That would have been good. And then the blue ones come on here. Crafting on my day off. I'm colouring the apple harvest. Oh, nice. So then we get our fingers and we push down into the glue, making sure we've got good coverage in there. In the tray. Good job. So, and then I put happy birthday on these, the first cards that I did and stuff, but you could do any sentiment. These are any type of cards and stuff. You could do them as Christmas cards. The green one especially is a bit Christmassy. But even the blue, I have blue and silver on my Christmas tree, so that's a bit Christmas colours for me. And things, so then just tap that off. All right. And then if you want a line, just use tear and tape. Yeah, if you just want one single line, that would make it a bit easier than wet glue, but I just wanted it kind of a bit haphazard, a bit more natural looking. So it's sequins, Tara, so not just glitter, there's lots of little sequins and things, and they're all different shapes and sizes and colors. So in the pack you get, they're called For Everything sequins or something, for every reason or something, or for everything sequins, fancy for everything or something. So this comes as a set, and this is $27 for all three colors, but they're big containers and they're pretty full when you get them. So, and obviously if you don't put so much on cards and only just put a little bit or put a little strip across, you wouldn't use so much. But I have that many embellishments that I buy for shaker cards and everything else that I don't ever seem to see the end of, that this is a good way of using them up, and they're just so pretty. So then we've got our card bases are here, and we put some tape on the black layering piece to hold them down. So we'll do all that. Hi, Laura. And then I need to start buying more embellishments. Less paper, Megan, and more embellishments. So that's the three there. Now I need to get my Memento ink. Now I've just used the Happiness Abound stamp set here. I liked the small sentiments, and I really like the font. So I've used Happy Birthday, but you can use friend, best wishes, sending many thanks for all that you do, congratulations. So we'll just use, I did Happy Birthday on all the other ones. So I might just put best wishes on these ones, which kind of mean the same thing, but an ink pad, block. And because it is a photopolymer stamp, you want to get your Pierce mat. I have a truckload too. And then you just want to put that up. Now's the time to decide which way you want this to go. I think the sentiment looks better down the bottom right-hand corner, but you can put it wherever you want. But I'm going to stamp mine in the bottom right-hand corner. Best wishes. Yay! I am putting blocks. Have to do a little bit of stamping. Best wishes. And then this one. So you could change up your sentiments. You don't have to. Why do you stamp on this? So, because it's a photopolymer stamp, there is no cushioning in the stamp itself. So it's the clear. There's no stamp, no cushioning in the stamp. And if you have the cushion underneath, it gives you a better image, especially when you're doing sentiments or when you're doing more fuller stamps. If you're doing outlines, it's not so bad, but I always make sure that I've got this underneath me. When you're using red rubber stamp, the cling stamps, they've got the cushioning between the red rubber and the stamp. This is the cushioning that you need. So if you don't have the pierce mat is a bit harder than a mouse pad, but a mouse pad is better than nothing. But Stampin' Up sells these pierce pads and they're quite inexpensive. Just don't heat emboss on it, because that's what's made mine shiny here, because it didn't like being heated so close with the heat tool. But yeah, have these underneath and you get a much better image. So then we're going to clean that stamp set. And put that back. In there. And sometimes with your photopolymer stamps, because they also collect dust and fluff and fingerprint oils and stuff like that, if they stop sticking to your blocks, just run them through under some water with some like dish soap, and it cleans everything off, and let them dry, and then they stick to your blocks again, which I've had to do a couple of times. So then that's that. The wish list is getting very big. It is. That stamp set's really pretty, Sandy, and it also comes with dies as well. Now that we've got the that's my job, Julie, is to make everybody's wish list grow. That's okay. So because this is going to be quite bumpy and textured, it's going to be difficult to put the adhesive on the back. So I'm going to put the adhesive straight on the black, but I'm going to stick it more because I've done a bigger border this time. I'm kind of just guessing where this goes. If you were using double-sided tape or something like that, you could stick that on before you start doing the sequins. But if you're using seal, it's a bit hard to do that. So then once you get to this point, if you find that your corners are lifting too much and you don't like it and you haven't got it right in the corner, you could add a glue dot in the corner of each one. I'm okay because as soon as I photograph my cards, they go in plastic sleeves anyway, so they're protected. Put that on there. This is something different. Thanks, ladies. So simple, and you could do it with glitter, you could do it with anything. What did you say, Chrissy? That's an essential. The stamping misconditions the stamp. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the what I clean the stamps with is to condition the stamps. You can use, like, baby wipes will work, and in classes I often do use baby wipes, but I come home and condition my stamps afterwards because it makes them last a lot longer. doesn't discolor the stamps or anything like that. Depending on what chemicals you use in your baby wipes and stuff like that, can discolor your stamps and make them dry out and crack and things. This doesn't do that. Hi, Anita. So that is our 3 cards tonight, ladies. So we've used these, and I'm not adding any additional bling because there is 10 ton of bling on here with the sequins. But I've used the for fancy everything or something sequins, and all 3 colors come with them in the pack. So you get the pink, the green, and the blue. I've used a little bit of Tombow to stick them on, black and white cardstock, and then I've just used a stamp set with sentiments on them. So you can use any stamp set you've got. You just want something little because you don't want your sentiment to overtake your bling and stuff. And I've just stamped it in black. So these are really easy supplies and simple supplies that the majority of us would have already lying around. So I would love to see what you make, and if you share on the page, if you make something share on the page, that would be great. So thanks for watching, ladies. Now I don't know whether I'll be on next week because next week is a public holiday, and we're traveling and we come home on the Monday. So it depends how I feel when I come home, whether I will do a live on Monday or whether I'll be too tired and things. But at this stage, I'm aiming to be live, but I don't know whether that will happen. So I'll let you know sometime on Monday whether I'll going live and things. But hopefully you all have a lovely week. And if you have a long weekend next weekend, enjoy the long weekend. Next weekend's long weekend is the Queen's birthday for Queensland, and it's Labor Day for New South Wales. So thanks, ladies. Have a good week. Bye.